I think anybody who's successful in the arts, there is no starry-eyed dreamer. You don't have to scratch very hard, and they are a cold, flinty-eyed business person.
My name is Anthony Delcall,
And I'm Conor McCreery.
and we are the creators of Kill Shakespeare.
Let go of the myth. I mean, there's this myth of this like creative genius who sits in there, Garrett, I guess, and they're locked in. Don't let yourself think that because you're doing the business angle that you're somehow giving up your creative side.
You're selling out.
You're feeding them both, and they're both creative documents. They're just, especially the way he does accounting. So I mean, they're both, but they are both creative documents. So kind of love both parts of it. I think we were really, Anthony has always been very passionate about making sure we own everything we create, and so he came up with, a really brilliant business plan that I helped augment. And he really drove forward this notion of let's raise enough funding so that we can do this, at least this first stage, and we can just say, look, we're signing the check, we're doing it our way.
So as soon as the studios come in, then they're going to want everything. So basically we're trying to come up with a business model that will allow us and our investors to keep as much of the action as possible, because we want to stay actively involved in it, both from a financial perspective as well as from a creative standpoint.
I think we had somebody who, it was literally $1 million deal, could have been worth $1 million for us. Really early on, and it wasn't that it was like a bad deal or unfair, but the more we got into it, and it was with someone we had a great amount of respect for as well. So it was tough, because on one hand you just wanted to say yes because this was somebody who you had a greater amount of respect for and who believed in us and wanted to put a significant amount of cash. That was no worrying about day-to-day expenses for at least a few years. Especially if we took care of ourselves in a modest way, which is what we plan to do. And in the end, the deal, it just didn't make sense for what we thought we could achieve. And that was pretty tough, having to go into someone and say, I know you might want to put up to $1 million in what we're doing, but we're going to say no. And walking out of there going, all right, well, where's my rent coming from next month? I guess I'm digging back in that bank account, into that RSP sort of thing. The stereotype sometimes of the entrepreneur is this big business type man or woman, at ease in front of a crowd, and that's only or in front of a camera. I mean, but that's only one type. One of the nice things about entrepreneurship is it gives you part of it is just expressing who you are. I'm Conor McCreery, and I am my ambition.
I am Anthony Delcall, and I am my ambition.